As we continue to move away from physical media and store more and more information digitally, we want to help prevent our users from accidentally deleting data or sharing company information with unauthorized users. By understanding how this information is stored and kept separated in iOS and iPadOS, admins can create standards and security policies for data management on organizational devices. My name is Corey. Let's go through a quick overview of file storage structure for iOS and iPadOS. The iOS and iPadOS file system contains two volumes, the system volume and the data volume. One exception to this volume structure is with Shared iPad, which allows multiple users to sign in to the same device by creating separate data volumes. For more information about Shared iPad, be sure to check out the links in the resources. The system volume is an isolated, dedicated volume for system content, such as the operating system. Because of this, the system volume includes protections to help prevent tampering with any Apple software that's part of the operating system. The data volume contains user data, such as downloaded applications, photos, and contacts. It's important to note that all of the information on the data volume is encrypted only when the device is protected with a passcode. The data volume is further subdivided into app sandboxes for each individual app. Data for each app is stored within its app sandbox and is only accessible by the associated app, unless the user grants permission for other apps to access the sandbox. For example, a social media app may request access to the Photos library in the form of a prompt asking the user to grant access to Photos. By approving that permission, the app will be granted access to the Photos app sandbox. Unlike macOS, which can store information outside of an app, such as within the Documents folder or on the desktop, each iOS app stores data within its own app sandbox. This means that when an app is deleted, any data and settings for the app are removed, so the next time we install that app, we'll need to set it up again. While apps will store data within the app sandbox, many apps allow their data to sync with Apple's iCloud or a server hosted by the app developer for additional storage. For example, some note-taking apps allow users to sync and back up their data to iCloud. Not only does this allow the user to share notes across multiple devices, but it will also save their data should the app ever be deleted. As an admin, it's important to know how the apps used within your environment are storing their data and what permissions they're asking for. Admins may also find it helpful to review the app privacy information that is listed for each app in the App Store to better understand what information an app will be accessing and collecting about the user. Remember that many of these settings can be managed with Jamf Pro. So if we want to prevent data from being stored in iCloud or even restrict the use of an app altogether, we can configure these settings to enforce the security practices of the organization. That wraps up our quick overview of iOS and iPadOS file storage structure. We encourage you to explore other videos and keep learning. Thanks for watching.